Well, hello. How is everybody today? I was going to try to do it live, but for some reason my tablet doesn't want me to do it live. So I'll make this video and then I'll upload it. Today is Saturday, and it is almost 4 o'clock. And today I thought I would make a video discussing some things that I have a lot of interest in and that concern me. And I don't know if you guys believe in some of this stuff or not, and that's okay if you don't, it's okay if you do. You know, this is a vlog channel, and we can vlog about anything, well, within reason. One of the things I've been doing is I've made a couple of videos on my laptop. I've made a couple of videos with my cell phone, and other than, it's like with my cell phone here lately, it's kind of like glitching, or I'm not sure what it's doing, but it kind of looks pixelated, really pixelated. And my tablet seems to do pretty good. Today it looks kind of foggy, I think. Usually it does pretty good. And so I just decided to do this one with my tablet. I have a Samsung Tab 4, Samsung Galaxy Tab 4, and my cell phone is a Moto G4 Plus, and my laptop's an HP. My laptop has a one-way webcam, which is facing me, and it looks really foggy, cloudy. I don't know how to describe it, but you can see it when you see the videos that I've done on it. Lighting obviously helps it some, and that may be the issue here with this one, is the lighting. But anyway, we're just rambling on and ain't even talking about what I wanted to talk about. I watch a lot of different things on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube up here in our room. We could run the satellite and watch satellite, but we have not, and I'm really preferring not to be here long enough to worry about all that, but who knows. I have a Fire Stick that my oldest son bought me so I can watch Netflix and YouTube on my television up here, and I mix it up a little. My husband doesn't particularly care much for watching some of the stuff that I watch, so when he's up here, I let him watch Netflix and I watch YouTube on my laptop. But today I watched a little bit of a weather update on a tropical depression that's out in the middle of the eastern, coastline, and there's a hurricane Beryl kind of in the Gulf Coast area. So I watched a little bit of that, and then I was watching this guy. I should have wrote his name down, but anyway, his whole YouTube channel is about the earthquakes and volcanoes and stuff like that, and he gets his information from USGS, and pretty accurate information, and it just really amazes me that, we don't hear any more on the news about all these earthquakes than what we do, because the whole planet was lit up not sparsely, I mean lots and lots and lots of earthquakes. And before that, though, I was watching a video on how, the wood, trees, has been depleted by mankind, even the national rainforests and Amazon, fish depletion in areas of the sea and stuff, and just the way that mankind is killing the earth. Mother Earth is not ours. It was a creation of the Lord Jesus Christ, and He put us here, and we are destroying her. All of the, emissions and stuff going in the sky, killing the ozone, and then you got all this chemtrailing going on. Can't actually be healthy for us. I'm a meat eater, but I saw how 80% of grain that is grown and produced is for feeding, livestock and making types of fuels. And all the starving people and stuff in the world, it's just it saddens me. It breaks my heart to know what we are doing to the earth, as well as the repercussions of that is doing to ourselves. And so, that's a concern that I seem to grow more and more concerned about. And then this is a very touchy subject. Greenhouse gases, global warming, things that we do to affect the planet, which in turn affects us. For every action, there's a reaction, and there seems to be several chain reactions from things that mankind is doing, drilling down into earth to get fuel and oil. All the pollution, taking away plant life and trees that are supposed to help protect, and not giving them time to grow back, and just cutting and cutting and cutting. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a touchy and very controversial, but, just from my standpoint, we are destroying Earth. And I believe that she is showing signs of that, giving us warnings. And it is up to us to heed those warnings. And I think that these earthquakes and volcanoes and whatnot is her scream for help. And, if one person out of 10 that watches these videos about this stuff says, hey, maybe I can do something, then every little bit helps. It's just sad. Another thing I wanted to talk about, which is somewhere along these lines, I guess, in some roundabout way, is Nibiru, aka Planet X. I don't know, that's another really controversial subject, but I believe in it. I believe it is there. I believe it is real. I believe it is coming. I believe it coincides with things written in the Holy Bible, which I'm a firm believer in. And I believe in the book of Revelations. If you read the book of Revelations and think about the signs and look around you, I think it all adds up. I won't touch too much today on the Nibiru / Planet X, but I do have my beliefs. I am a sky watcher, even though I have not been posting pictures on the groups and Facebook very often in the last little while, especially since I came to Texas. I am a firm believer, and I do keep my head up. I do continuously look at the sky, watch for signs. I can't make you believe anything you don't want to believe, but I'm just telling you, if you unglue yourself from the technology that you hold in your hands or that sit on your desk once in a while and look up and observe what's going on around you, you will see way more than you do looking on the internet. Speaking of, that is where I first learned about Planet X. And, with that being said, there's nothing wrong with researching. Like I said, I watch a lot of YouTube. But, I also have to live. And I don't consider myself a government zombie. I don't consider myself, a troll transed into their little whatever it is. I have my own beliefs. I have my own thoughts. And I will not allow anyone to control that but myself. I just feel like, the world needs to wake up. You're given all these signs, you're given all these warnings, and whether you turn a blind eye to it or you decide to heed those warnings, it's on you. All we can do as believers and watchers is pray and hope the best for everybody. My husband and I both have made very, many preparations in the event of some catastrophic events. Our government is crooked and twisted, and look, they only care about themselves. They have very deep pockets. The American people do not matter to them. I don't care what anyone says. You will never convince me that our government gives two shits about us. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to protect ourselves. We have to look out for each other, because if we do not, then we will stand alone. I have very high morals. I have very strong beliefs and things, and not everything that I believe in is 100% kosher with everything that my husband believes in, but that is our individuality, and that is not something that we argue over. He is entitled to his beliefs. I am entitled to mine. However, we both believe in the Bureau. We both believe a lot of things. It's just maybe our point of view about them are maybe just a little bit different. But in the end, when it all busts off and shit hits the fan, we will be together and we will stick together. My husband is a very strong person. My husband is a very, very much a survivor. And I feel that as long as I have him by me and I have the Lord Jesus Christ in my corner pocket, I've been through a lot, and we won't go into detail about that, but, I just believe that if I didn't have the Lord Jesus Christ on my side, I'd not be sitting here with you guys today. So, that's just something we all need to think about. All walks of life, God gives us choices. He lets us decide which way we're going to go. We meet crossroads in our life every day, and ultimately it's our decision whether we go left, right, or straight, or turn around and go back. I don't personally want to turn around and go back down the roads I've already been down, because let me tell you, they've been some rough ones. But I'm concerned, and I keep having visions and dreams. I do believe in a lot of things, and one of those things that I believe in is, I believe my family has the gift of having premonitions. And the reason I believe that is because certain family members of mine, including my mother, has had premonitions that did come true. So, I'm trying to heed warnings that I feel like I'm getting. I am trying to sift through, dreams that I've had, visions that I've had. What are you trying to tell me? What do you want me to do with this? And I think, we have signs given to us, and we have missions here on earth. And I believe that it's up to us to fulfill those missions. And you know, people say, well, if God's real, why does he let this happen? Why does he let that happen? I believe he gives us a choice, and we make those choices ourselves. And tough and rough times that we go through is a pathway to peace and tranquility and eternal happiness. And, you know, trials and tribulations are spoke of in the Bible, and I believe that we go through those. In order to make ourselves a better person. Is it raining again? No. That's my mechanic. And my husband. What little light? Flashlight? No, I do not. Yeah, right there. It's okay. But, you know, I think that it's ultimately up to us, you know, and God gives us these choices that is called free will. And we don't always make the right choices, and so therefore, like I said before, every action there's a reaction, and every choice that we make, you know, there's repercussions for that, good or bad. It is what it is. So, you know, I don't have many subscribers right now to my channel, and, you know, that's fine. If you like my channel, subscribe, like, and hit the notifications bell, because, you know, if you don't hit that notification bell, then you may not know when I post a new video. This vlog channel is going to have a kind of mixture of all different kinds of things, and like I said, I'm just getting up and going. I don't have any intros, don't have no, you know, spectacular artwork, nothing like that. I'm not rich. I don't consider myself to be in poverty, but I'm not rich in any means. Rich enough, I guess. I have what I need. So, I just need to get back home to South Carolina and get my car fixed. Yeah. But, you know, I hope to build this channel up and have more subscribers. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it's not meant to be, it won't be. But I enjoy doing this, and I think that I'm getting better at talking to this camera and talking, you know, I know that's not the same thing as talking to a crowd of people. In a roundabout way, I guess it is, but it's like I'm not seeing all them people. So, it makes it a little easier. But, you know, you could comment, tell me what you think about what we, you know, the things that I've discussed on here today. If you disagree, that's fine, as long as you're not, you know, nasty about it. You're entitled to your own opinions. That is some discussions that I would like to get in depth in later on in later vlogs. Maybe even some live feeds, so you can get some feedback. But, the stuff I was watching today just made me start thinking about it, and it does concern me, you know. There are things, just little things that we all could do to help the situation with the planet, and, you know, instead of throwing plastic bottles in the trash for them to be thrown out into a landfill, anything that's recyclable, you know, so what if it's a little extra effort? Take the time and the effort to recycle those things so they're not ending up in a landfill. Here in Texas, not too far from where we lived at in Temple, there was just like this mass landfill that was already, you know, they had started burying trash, and they had pipes running the ground, and they were collecting the gases that come from this, and I mean, you know, okay, so you're doing that, but you're still pollute Mother Earth. I don't care what you say. All those landfills, all that trash you're burying, and then, you know, so every day household trash is being thrown out in these landfills, and then they're covering it up with these, you know, big old equipment and stuff. What about all this biohazard wastes. What are they doing with that? Are they burying it like that too? And if so, I mean, you know, they've got them big old 55-gallon drums, rust and stuff, and then all that stuff seeps into the earth. That's not good. Our water system, you know, we're killing ourselves, plain and simple. And I mean, I don't think that you have any uranium or anything like that that you're burying in your backyard, and if you do, stop. But, you know, our government's killing us. These companies are killing us. The things that we do to harm our planet is killing us. And it needs to stop. You know, companies used to dump wasteful, bad things in water, killing off the fish, and if it didn't kill the fish, you eat that fish, you're eating whatever it is that they dumped out in that water. And I'm not too okay with that. So, you know, if you think about it, all the cancer and deformed children and things like that, we're probably doing that crap to ourselves. I mean, you know, when they first started making paint so you could paint your house, it had lead in it. Years later, after everybody's been exposed to it, they find out it's harmful. Asbestos, marten siding, they used to be real popular to put on the outside of houses. Has asbestos in it. A lot of insulation that they used to put in houses had asbestos. So, you know, a lot of ceiling tiles was made with asbestos. It's just terrible. You know, it just gives you something to think about. What could, you know, that's what I will, what could you do? What little bitty things could you do to help? You know, like me, I don't have a whole bunch of money, so I couldn't donate money to a cleanup fund or anything like that, but, you know, I can recycle. I can eat healthier. Things like that, you know. Don't waste power. Don't walk out of a room and leave your light on just because it's there. I fuss at my children for that a lot. That happens here in this house all the time. I mean, the people that live in this house, it's nothing to them. I mean, brought up in daylight, and they have 3 or 4 lights on in this house, and I'm just like, really? And yes, I have this little lamp on, but this is why. That's why the lamp was on. And I know you see the blue light in the background, and you see a little light here. Well, this little light here is just outside light coming in through the curtain, and these lights over here is for my lizard cage, and in order for him to live, he has to have those lights. But I don't feel like I waste power. You know, if I leave this room, this light will get turned off. I don't leave my computer on when I'm not using it. I turn it off. Same thing with the television. But, you know, I'm sure there's more that I could do to help the situation. And, you know, I'm continuously trying to better myself. So, hey, feel free to comment. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Yeah. Okay. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. If you drink, don't drive. Have a good time, but be safe. God bless you all. May God walk with you in every step you take in life. I love you all. Peace.